Okay, prior to the 1890s, the French language dominated Western Canada, and French-speaking missionaries were active across the Canadian and American West. They not only sought to convert the indigenous people, they also wrote meticulous records of the cultures they encountered. Thus, some of the Canadian West were recorded not by ethnographers and other scholars, but by priests, notably the priests of the Oblates of the Mary Immaculate. With the passing of the Indian Act and the expansion of the role of the fledgling Canadian state, the roles of the priests would change as they were recruited as collaborators in the colonial drive westward. Thus, priests and nuns taught in residential schools, and priests and bishops had to deal with Indian agents of the state, sometimes as collaborators, occasionally critical of what was being done. The proposed research will examine with an anthropological eye the archival historical documents that were written in French by the clergy and other religious officials, describing and discussing the Sundance of southern Alberta. The goal is to analyze two cultures in contact, that of the French-speaking clergy and the First Nations of the Western Plains, both increasingly under the umbrella of a growing colonial state that was enforcing policies seeking to assimilate indigenous peoples, policies that are best described as colonial structural violence. So the goal of this proposal, of this proposed master's thesis research, is to better understand the records that were left behind describing the Sundance in the 19th century, records that have not received much attention as they are written in French. The research will be interdisciplinary, as it will rely on historical archival methods, anthropological theory, and as well as First Nations decolonization methodologies. Thank you.